Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap, except it's on a Monday. I think most people have heard now that I had a bit of an accident yesterday at a steam rally. I had quite a bad fall. I've damaged my arm, I've broke a little bone in there and a little bone in there, and I'm going to go back to hospital tomorrow to see what they're going to do to sort that out. I've also bruised my back quite badly, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. It was a real bad fall. I probably went maybe 7 or 8 feet onto solid concrete back first, so I count myself very lucky. I have got all the nightcap done, ready, all the filming's done. All I normally do on a Sunday is the title and the draw. There'll be no draw this week because I don't want to go in the garage in case I trip or stumble. It's very tender to walk. I'd like to say a massive thanks to all the people who've sent in well wishes on Facebook. There's been literally hundreds of them. But a special thanks as well to all the staff at the RVI. They were absolutely fantastic. They looked after us last night. This morning when I woke up, I slept downstairs and I couldn't move. I've honestly never experienced pain like it. The ambulance guys come out and they give us some drugs and they helped us and they got us sorted. Back in the hospital, more x-rays, and that's definitely not a massive problem with my back. It's just muscle damage like tendons and things, so that's going to sort itself out. Anyway, I'm going to get on with tonight's nightcap. I'm not quite sure what I had planned, but I have got some film put away. I'll put some of that on. I'd also like to say a real special thank you to my son Alan. He was an absolute star. He looked after us this morning. You could tell he was upset because I don't think he'd ever seen anybody in that much pain anyway, certainly not his dad. Fantastic son, you've made your dad very proud. This engine followed us back from the vintage rally at Brunton. It was in a farmers type auction. I bid for it and I won it. It's not complete, there's 1 or 2 parts missing. I'm not sure if it's ever been complete and been run or if it's possibly like the steam engine. We'll put a little bit of oil on the bore and it turns over. It feels quite nice, in fact it feels lovely. A little cam lobe in there. It drives a push rod there to operate the valve. That'll be an exhaust valve, and the inlet valve will just be atmospherically operated. There's a little fibre cam wheel. I'll get some better shots. There's a little fibre cam wheel in there that'll be used to create the spark. This is another long-term project. I'm not going to start this till I get the steam engine finished. But I think what I'll do is I'll pull the head off and have a quick look inside it. There's no valves in there, the valves are missing. But it is really nice proportions, cast iron. There's marking on there 400, and there's a little bit of writing on the crank web there on the casting. Right, so I can get this off and have a quick look inside of there. This will be all Whitworth stuff. It is. It's all loose anyway. It's all been to bits recently by the look of it. I'm going to try to get the spark plug out of there. It's probably in quite tight. It might need a little bit of warmth, persuade that to come out. You know, that stud underneath there will take this little manifold, it's all coming to bits lovely, this little manifold piece off. Some writing on there, simply says 405. Try and get it to come off nice and even. It's actually screwing the stud screwing out on this one. There's quite a lot of interest in it at the auction. There's loads of people turned it over and put their foot on the flywheel and made it move. I took one look at it and thought, right, I've had it figured in mind what I was going to go for, and I got it for quite a lot cheaper. Right, there's no valves in there. This is, once again, this has possibly never been finished, never been ran. Similar to the steam engine I bought. And if you look in there, there's no carbon or anything in there. Water jackets. No. See, no compression thing, it doesn't come up to the end. Get a closer look at that ball. Okay, that's the cam lobe in there that works the valve, and there's a fibre cam lobe on there which would move this to create the spark. I'm not that clued up on hit and miss engines. I know the basic principles of it. Anyway, I think it's a real nice find, and I think it'll make a real nice engine. Two or 3 weeks ago I made a brass oil cap for a French traction engine. This is the little metal catch that holds it down. That's bolted on the back of the box, and it had a little curve on there which has snapped off. That's probably maybe 20 thou thick, 25 thou thick, spring steel. What I'm going to do is try and weld a little piece of metal on there, then he can shape it. See, it is thin, so it's certainly going to test it'll test the bottom end of my TIG welder. Carefully shape the paint of it. One thing with TIG welding is it's got to be clean, and then you clean it some more. I'll find a little bit of metal, and I'll try and probably use a bit of copper to back it up on, and then we'll have a go at welding it. Oh, I've got some metal here. It's actually porcelain banding. It's not quite wide enough to make a new one out of, but I think I'll cut a bit of that off, and it's the same thickness, and I'll try and weld a piece onto there, then he can file it to shape. I can't remember what it actually looked like. I'm sure there was like a bendy up tag on it, and if I weld a piece of that on, I'm sure I'll be able to file it and manipulate it into size. I'm sure that will do the job once it's filed up. It's nice and strong, and it hasn't lost its temper. So it's that'll be 100 year old, that part there.